Guyana follows Trinidad's anti-terrorism lead. And in sport, Trinidad and Tobago Red Force end Leeward Islands Hurricanes' unbeaten streak in the regional Super 50. I'm Nicole Best, and this is the Caribbean in 10 for Friday, February 3. I'll be back with the details in just a moment.
Oh, Bella, grab your girlfriends because we're all heading to the Concord Experience for the Girlfriends Expo and Arts Festival to experience La Dolce Vita. Yes, the sweet life. It's wine, cheese, pasta, pizza, plus the flavor and culture of Italy, while exploring the many deals from our exciting exhibitors. Saturday, February 4th and Sunday, February 5th, check out the all-new Arts Village, specialty events, seminars, the charity brunch, and the Vagina Monologues. We can't forget the fashion shows, live music, and more on the Neutrogena main stage. Get your early bird tickets now for only $20 from all TicketPal and Italia Coffee locations, or enjoy the all-inclusive VIP foodie experience for only $75. Art parties, rejuvenation, shopping, paparazzi, and good friends. It's Girlfriends Expo and Arts Festival, La Dolce Vita. Thanks to IGM, Purity Bakeries, Y103.3 FM, NCF, and Trident 10 TV.
Guyana is moving to tighten up on measures aimed at curbing the influx of illegal immigrants and people with terrorism links. This follows disclosures from Trinidad and Tobago's Minister of National Security Edmund Dillon this week that about 130 TNT nationals are involved in terrorist activities overseas. And Guyana's Minister of State Joseph Harmon says it's therefore important for Guyana to beef up its own immigration measures. He said the government has to protect citizens and the country's image internationally so that Guyana does not become another hotbed for extremism in the region. Harmon says there will not be any ban on citizens traveling to and from places that are known terrorist threats unless the person engages in activities that raise a red flag. He also assured that the government would not put any measures in place that prevent CARICOM nationals from entering Guyana. In Trinidad and Tobago, they battle a surge in crime. The country's National Security Minister Edmund Dillon says that he has a plan to fight the crime situation. He says there will be a multi-tiered approach to beating the scourge.
The government is prepared to strengthen in 5 strategic pillars, and they are areas such as prediction, which is in fact intelligence gathering. We're prepared to strengthen that because we feel that there's a weakness in that pillar. Deterrence is another area that we feel that we must be able to strengthen. Detection, prosecution, rehabilitation. Those are areas that we can also measure the agency's performance.
Minister Dillon also responded to calls for a limited state of emergency, cautioning the public that there's much more to such an action than meets the eye.
I mean, the Constitution is quite clear as to what are the areas, what are the issues that must satisfy for the President to proclaim a state of emergency under Section 8 of our Constitution.
The National Security Minister also reflected on what he says is a lack of respect for even the dead.
When I grew up in South, when someone died, the first thing that used to happen is that the nearest house, you run and get a white sheet and you cover that body. And that was to protect, that was a sign of respect. What is happening now in our society? Someone gets murdered and you see people right next to them with a cell phone.
Dillon says there are many areas in which his hands are tied regarding the crime situation. But in those that he does have oversight, he intends to work assiduously to improve the country's image.
And that report was from TV6 News. Meantime, the St. Kitts Nevis government says that to deal with the rising crime in that country, joint operations involving all agencies of law, that's law enforcement, will be intensified this year. Prime Minister Timothy Harris promised his team, Unity Administration, will be waging an even more aggressive campaign to reduce violent activity and crime in general. He said the security forces will continue to set up vehicle checkpoints and will also expand stop and searches in crime hotspots to disrupt criminals and their plans. Harris also said the use of closed-circuit television, that's CCTV, will become a permanent fixture, reshaping the national security landscape. He revealed that equipment has already been bought brought into the island, and a further shipment will be coming. Phase 1 of that CCTV project costs 5 million EC dollars. The Prime Minister said the financing has already been secured through the government of Taiwan. An activist with Dominica's main opposition United Workers' Party has been charged with inciting arson. Police allege that Dr. Sam Christian unlawfully incited to burn down the Parliament of Dominica at a public meeting held in Peebles Park in 2015. He had said, and I quote, "We know that this Parliament was burnt down before, and if the Parliament continues to operate this way, it will be burnt down again by the people of Dominica." End quote. Christian appeared in court yesterday and was granted 20,000 EC dollars bail. The preliminary inquiry is set for June 9. Stay with us. Your midday sport is next.
The Jonkonu's fife, the rhythm of the drum, the strum of the pan, the lilt of the voice from island to mainland. All pigments and tones, old and young, his and hers, all we are one. You, we, me. This is UE TV.
This month on Caribbean Passport, join us at the Barbados Gold Cup, stop into Haiti and St. Kitts and Nevis, and get up close and personal with Trinidad and Tobago's Carnival. It's all happening on this episode of Caribbean Passport, right here on this station.
Reigning regional Super 50 champions Trinidad and Tobago Red Force ended Leeward Islands Hurricanes' unbeaten streak when they inflicted a narrow 11-run defeat yesterday. Novice left-arm spinner Carey Pear, playing in only his second Super 50 match, proved the hero for Red Force as he snatched a 4-wicket haul to engineer the collapse of the Hurricanes in their pursuit of 227 for victory at Coolidge Cricket Ground in Antigua. The hosts were in cruise control at 1:15 without loss in the 27th over behind half centuries from Monsien Hodge, who made a career best 82, and captain Kieran Powell, who stroked 52. Even then, Hurricanes still held the upper hand at 162 for 3 in the 38th over, but veteran seamer Rayad Emirates struck key blows to finish with 3 for 49 as the last 11 wickets tumbled for 53 runs to leave Hurricanes 215 all out with 8 balls remaining. And finally, FIFA has upheld a ruling by regional football body CONCACAF that the Guyana Football Federation can decide on the composition of its league tournament. Isan Griffith tells us more in this report.
Global governing body of football, FIFA has broken its silence on the ongoing spat surrounding football in Guyana. In a press release from the Guyana Football Federation late last night, FIFA has confirmed that Guyana Football Federation has the right and the authority to decide the composition of its competitions, including the Elite League. In a letter to the GFF dated 1st of February 2017, FIFA's General Secretary Fatima Samurur said it is within the power of the GFF Executive Committee to change the regulations of the Elite League, including determining the number of participating clubs, unless there is a binding written agreement between the GFF and the Elite League, which would state otherwise. To the best of our knowledge, however, such an agreement does not exist. Samaro referred to Article 362 of the GFF Constitution. FIFA's confirmation follows a similar move by the regional body CONCACAF.
And that's Caribbean in 10. Join us at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Have yourselves a good afternoon.